I used to think a slow start meant a wasted day. Now I see it differently. My routine fell apart today, but it reminded me why flexibility matters more than perfection. What if slowing down isn't falling behind, but actually finding balance? Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to stop trying to be productive. Today did not go as planned. I woke up late and feeling just a little bit under the weather, and I just did not have the energy to jump straight into my routine as I usually do. So I decided to do something different. A few years ago, a day like this would have completely thrown me off. I'd get frustrated with myself, feel like I'd already failed, and I'd end up doing nothing for the rest of the day because it didn't start the right way. But I've learned something really important since then. Your routine is not supposed to control you. It's there to support you. And some days support looks different. It's not about ticking every box or having the perfect morning. It's about taking care of yourself where you are with what you have. So today, instead of giving up on the day altogether, I decided to slow down, adjust my expectations and just do what I could. Sometimes that means shortening a task, skipping a few steps, or simply pausing for a coffee before starting again. It's amazing how much lighter the day feels when you stop fighting it. So I thought I'd bring you along with me for a day in my life where my routine falls apart and how I cope when this happens. It was clear as soon as I opened my eyes that today was not going to go to plan. Not only was it later than usual, but I could tell straight away that it was going to be one of those low energy days. The kind where you don't really quite feel like yourself. So before I even got out of bed, I did a quick mental run through of everything I had planned, and I realised that nothing on my list was so important that it couldn't wait a day. So today could be a slower day. So I decided to follow some of my own advice and not fight against how I was feeling, and instead to take a moment and pause before deciding what to do with the day. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I decided I'd give myself a little bit of space to take things gently. So instead of diving straight into my usual morning chores, I started small. I made sure Corey and Millie were fed, and I skipped my coffee for now, and instead got dressed and went for a walk instead. It turned out to be a beautiful crisp autumn morning, the kind that makes the air feel fresh and grounding. A little bit of movement and fresh air, if you're feeling up to it, can do wonders on a low day. It doesn't have to be much, just enough to remind yourself that you're still moving forward, even if it's slowly.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree.
Going for a walk gave me some much needed space to think. Without my usual distractions, phones and notifications and the constant pressure of tasks, I found that I could really step back and look at my day objectively. It was the pause I didn't realise I needed until I did it. And as I walked, I realised my original plan was just too ambitious for today. So instead of pushing through my long to-do list and feeling guilty for not finishing it, I needed to shrink my plan. I asked myself, what's truly important? What can I realistically accomplish without draining myself further? And that's when I decided that today would be a maintenance day. Not a day for tackling big projects or crossing everything off the list, but a day to focus on the small, essential tasks that keep my home and life running smoothly. That's things like tidying up, clearing surfaces, doing laundry, and just making sure my space feels calm and manageable. When I got back home, I did feel a little lighter. It was like I'd given myself permission to slow down. So then I could finally ease back into my morning routine. Not with pressure or frustration, but with a sense of purpose. And it actually felt doable. It wasn't about productivity perfection anymore, it was about regaining control in a small, sustainable way. My morning routine usually happens before breakfast, emptying the dishwasher, taking care of our pets, vacuuming downstairs and tidying up a little bit. Normally, I try and power through it all in one go, checking off tasks as quickly as possible. But today, I decided to approach it differently. I'd still do my usual tasks, but I'd spread them out over the day and give myself permission to take it slower. My only goal was to do the bare minimum, just enough to keep things moving without feeling overwhelmed. Interestingly, shifting my mindset like this can have a funny effect on my brain. When I stop pressuring myself to do everything, I often end up doing more than I expected. And that is exactly what happened today. Not only did I complete my regular morning routine, but I also found the energy to tackle a couple of extra tasks too. Things like dusting, mopping, and those little things that I might usually postpone. By allowing myself the space to work at my own pace, I released some of the pressure that had been weighing me down. It was a reminder that sometimes slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It can actually help me get more done whilst feeling calmer and more in control.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were two for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rest. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's
After lunch, I decided to carve out some time for something fun and relaxing, something that lets me step away from tasks and just enjoy the moment. I chose to bake, and since it's almost Halloween, I made some really delicious ghost-shaped biscuits. Taking time for activities like this is more than just a treat. It's an important way to recharge. When your day feels chaotic or your routine is falling apart, giving yourself permission to do something enjoyable can really help reset your energy. It lifts your mood, and it might even spark a little creativity. It's a reminder that productivity isn't the only measure of a day well spent. Baking in particular has this calming, almost meditative quality. Measuring ingredients, mixing and decorating the biscuits slows down your mind and gives you a break from stress. It's funny how something as simple as a little bit of mindful, relaxing activity can make the rest of the day feel more manageable. And in a day when my routines had fallen apart, this little moment of joy reminded me that it is okay to slow down and treat yourself along the way.
Way back when, before the grown-up phase, we're one best friend. It was easy going rogue, life was anything but fair, but somehow we didn't care. Way back then, we saw all the movies on a big screen when we couldn't afford to pay the price. We snuck in through the back, hearts racing as the lights went by. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder slip through our hands. Just hold up, just hold up. Way back now, I watched them in the yard and wonder how the world still feels that wide. Skin knees and open skies, no fear behind their eyes. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder strip through our heads. Just hold up, just hold up. I said hold up. Why did we grow up? When did we start moving so slow? Used to run, we used to glow. Hold up, say hold up. Hold up. When did we grow up? When did we start moving so slow? We used to run, we used to glow. Hold up, just hold up.
Another thing I like to include on most days, whether that's when everything goes to plan or the day completely falls apart, is a small moment of calm. For me, this usually comes in the form of an afternoon coffee break. It's a simple ritual, but it gives me a chance to pause and breathe and just be still for a few moments. Sitting down with my favourite warm drink allows me to slow down and step out of the busyness of the day, even if the morning was chaotic or my plans didn't go as expected. This little pause helps me reset mentally and emotionally. It's not about productivity, it's about giving myself permission to recharge. These moments of calm are surprisingly powerful. They remind me that taking care of myself isn't a luxury, it's essential. By carving out a few minutes to savour something simple, I can return to the rest of the day feeling more focused, centred and in control, no matter what else is going on. As the afternoon faded, it was time to shift gears and start winding down. Even though my morning hadn't gone as planned, I felt like I'd regained some balance, and now the evening tasks awaited me. I made sure dinner was easy, so I threw a bunch of ingredients into the pressure cooker and let it do its magic, and while that was cooking, I stepped away for a bit. And once dinner was ready, I could move on to my evening chores, which is something I include as part of my non-negotiable daily tasks. These small routines set me up for a smoother tomorrow and help prevent unnecessary chaos. For me, that means filling the dishwasher and making sure it's running, and then tidying up the kitchen so the space feels calm and ready for the next day. And just like that, the day was done. What started out feeling like could be a stressful, overwhelming day turned into something surprisingly lovely and cozy. I still managed to take care of all of my essential tasks, but I also found time to pause and relax and even have a little fun. It reminded me that a day doesn't have to be perfect to be fulfilling. Sometimes all it takes is a little flexibility, self-kindness, and the willingness to slow down. Today reminded me that routines don't have to be perfect to matter. Slowing down and being kind to yourself and celebrating small wins, and of course carving out little pockets of calm, can turn a day that started off messy into a day that ends in balance. And tomorrow? Well, maybe I'll stick to my routine. But tonight, it's enough to know that I got through the day, I cared for myself, and I ended the day relaxed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and that whatever your day holds, it goes well. If we haven't met yet, my name is Issa and I make videos like this with my wife Blaise, where we document how we cope with our various challenges and struggles in life. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe and join me as I learn to live a little more intentionally. I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a lovely day.